Hi, welcome to One Under. I'm your host Adon, and in today's episode, I wanna make a clear view of the incident that happened like 2 weeks ago with the ICE shooting in Minneapolis, and just to give my own perspective of the situation. It's been already like almost 2 weeks, and the climate out there is still, a hostile environment due to the fact that there's a lot of people protesting. Um, People are giving out their opinion. People are saying how they feel about it, how they feel about ICE, how they feel about the immigration situation, how they feel about the separation of families, that people that comes to the country illegally, um, and they already established themselves as an American, or they already established themselves in this beautiful country. Um, I'm an immigrant per se. I came from another country legally, of course, but I've been able to do things in this country, whether it's because of my enthusiasm, whether it's because of my ambition of grow as a person, as a human being. I just want to make clear, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of people saying what they feel. There's a lot of people saying what they see. And I'm going to talk about based on the Department of Justice, the DOJ. And as we can see, normally when we have a shooting and that has to do with basically racial profiling or anything like that, whether it's law enforcement, white and black, or black and black and white, or whatever you might be able to see out there. And this is the thing. From my own point of view, this is what I have to say. There's no law enforcement in the United States trained specifically to kill people, better yet, innocent people. And the fact that people are protesting saying that there was you know, a pretty much not a justified shooting is what brought me here today to make it clear to a lot of people that don't really understand how things works when you are a law enforcement. There's no local police, local agent, uh, federal agent, or any law enforcement in this country trained specifically to kill anybody. Law enforcement are trained to stop threat against themselves, against people, against bystander, against the public. That's their job, to stop the threat. And we see people how they be talking and they be saying, everything and anything that comes to their mind in regards to that shooting. And now that we see what really transpired at the moment, we are able to give our opinions. We are able to say what do we think. And what I think is that nobody deserves to to be killed or to die just because this whole politics things going on. And you know, like I said, there's no way or there's no reason for people to be dying out there. This is a country that exercise freedom of speech, and you need to understand this as a um, bystander or as the community or as the public out there. When you deal with local police officers or local law enforcement, anything could happen because basically the public is covered by the politician, and politicians always gonna say and do things that might seem like they doing it because of you, but in reality they doing whatever they do because of themselves, in order for them to gain voters, to gain popularity, to gain points, to gain anything and everything that they could gain through you. So it's not the same thing when you do things to a local police officer or local law enforcement. Whether you're throwing whatever you're throwing, whatever you spit on them, whether you uh, shove them, grab them, uh, calling them all types of names, and do whatever you feel like it with them. I want you to understand this. It's not the same when you deal with federal agents. They are more powerful. They know more the law. They are really professional and they are really trained to do whatever they had to do out there and deal with any type of people. So, this is what's going on. That lady got killed. She got shot. Of course, she didn't deserve that as a human being, as a United States citizen. But at the same time, there's no way that you're going to weaponize a motor vehicle to use it against any law enforcement, specifically against a federal agent, and they're going to slide like you dealing with local police officers. There's no way. So, my point is, you're supposed to respect any law enforcement, whether they local, state, or federal. You are allowed to exercise your constitutional rights and pacifically protest, pacifically going against anything that you might think is not right, specifically with the government, with your community, with anything that surround you. But you can never use a weapon against any law enforcement, local, state, federal, and it's just gonna slide. If you use a vehicle against law enforcement, they are allowed to shoot you. They are allowed to stop you any way necessary. If you do it to a local police officer, you might get a pow pow and that's about it. But you cannot do that with federals. They are more powerful. Again, they know the law, they know their rights, they are professional, and they know what they're doing out there. So just be careful. Whenever you are doing whatever you're doing out there and you're protesting or you're doing whatever that is that you might be doing, whether it's against the politicians, government, movement, or anything like that, just be careful. Do it in a way that you not harm anybody and that nobody get hurt, if I could say it that way. So just be careful. Exercise your constitutional right the way you're supposed to exercise them and do the right thing. Do the right thing for your community, do the right thing for your state, for your politicians, for your government, for whatever you're doing, but do the right thing. So now we lost that lady. Now we have a federal agent that, in a way, he pretty much is there as well because every time he think about that particular incident, it's gonna bring trauma to his life, and not only him, but to his family as well. So just be careful out there, protect yourself, exercise your constitutional rights the way you're supposed to, do the right thing for your community, for your state, for your local politician, and don't get hurt. Do not get hurt over stupidity about politics. Because every politician, they're going to come and go and do the same thing over and over. And we are the puppets. We are pretty much the warriors that are going to come out and fight for them or because of them. And at the end of the day, they always going to be the one getting the reward, which is what they always looking for. to get voted in, get that position, and do whatever they wanted to do in the first place. So I hope you understand. I hope you get it. And, you know, again and again, be careful. So thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more. One Under.